If you ever travel to Canada or handle Canadian money, chances are you come across a shiny, two-tone coin affectionately known as a Toonie. But behind this playful nickname lies a story that's rich in history, bursting with Canadian identity, and surprisingly full of twists. Welcome to a deep dive into one of Canada's most beloved coins, the Toonie, where we'll explore what makes this little coin such a big deal. The Canadian Toonie wasn't always part of the country's financial fabric. Before its debut, Canadians used $2 bills. But like many other countries moving towards coinage for frequently used denominations, Canada wanted a more durable option. Paper money wears out quickly, but coins can last decades. So, on February 19th, 1996, the Toonie made its grand entrance, and Canadians haven't looked back since. The very first thing you notice about the Toonie is its unique design. It's a bimetallic coin, meaning it has two different metals, a silver-colored outer ring and a gold-colored inner core. This wasn't just an aesthetic choice. The design makes it harder to counterfeit and gives the coin a distinctive, modern look that stands out from most others in circulation. Now, why the name Toonie? It's actually quite clever. Canada already had the loonie, the $1 coin introduced in 1987, which got its nickname from the image of a common loon on its reverse. So naturally, when the $2 coin was introduced, the people dubbed it the Toonie, a combination of two and loony. And just like that, a new name stuck. What's on the Toonie anyway? Let's break it down. On the obverse side, that's the front, you'll find a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, as is customary on Canadian coins. It's a tribute to the country's connection with the British monarchy. But starting in 2023, Canadians began seeing a new version of the Toonie featuring King Charles III, marking a historic shift after 7 decades. Flip the coin over to the reverse, and you'll be greeted by one of Canada's most iconic animals, the polar bear. Designed by artist Brent Townsend, the bear is shown standing on an ice floe, a powerful symbol of the northern wilderness and the challenges it faces. It's more than just a picture. It's a reflection of Canadian identity, strong, enduring, and deeply connected to nature. But that's not where the story ends. Over the years, the Royal Canadian Mint has released special edition Toonies with unique designs, commemorating everything from Canada Day to Indigenous heritage and even Olympic Games. These versions are often highly collectible, especially among coin enthusiasts and history lovers alike. Let's talk about the composition and structure of the Toonie. Initially, the inner core was made of aluminum bronze, while the outer ring was nickel. However, in 2012, the Royal Canadian Mint made a major change, switching to multi-ply plated steel technology. This means a coin is made by layering different metals, which not only makes it cheaper to produce, but also improves its resistance to wear and tear. Interestingly, one of the most unforgettable moments in the Toonie's early history happened by accident. During its first year in circulation, some of the coins separated into two pieces. The inner core popped right out of the outer ring. While this wasn't common, it created a bit of a stir and led to jokes that the coin could be popped like a button. The mint quickly fixed the problem, but those early coins have become a quirky part of Toonie lore. Now, let's dive a bit into the economic impact of switching from bills to coins. At first glance, coins might seem more expensive to produce, and they are initially, but the long-term savings are significant. A bill may only last a couple of years before needing replacement, but a coin can survive decades of circulation. The result? Big savings for the government over time, plus a more efficient currency system for everyone. The Toonie also plays a key role in Canadian daily life. Whether you're paying for coffee, tossing a tip, or making a donation, the Toonie is everywhere. Its value is just enough to make it practical, but not too much to carry around. In fact, its popularity has led to cultural jokes, memes, and even artwork inspired by it. Canadians have embraced the toonie as more than just currency. It's a symbol of everyday life. Of course, like any currency, the toonie has its collector's market. Some of the special editions, error coins, or early versions in pristine condition can fetch a nice price among numismatists. For instance, the 2006 Victory Toonie, which features a stylized V and celebrates veterans, or the 2017 Canada 150 Toonie, which glows in the dark, are both favorites among collectors. The glow-in-the-dark Toonie, in particular, was a world first, showing how innovative and fun coin design can really be. Let's not forget the security features. The Toonie's bimetallic construction makes it naturally more difficult to counterfeit than single metal coins. But there's more going on under the surface. The multi-ply plated steel used since 2012 includes electromagnetic signatures that make it easy to detect fakes with coin verification machines. These layers of protection keep the currency system trustworthy and efficient. And then there's the environmental aspect. Moving from paper to coinage not only saves money, but reduces the environmental cost of constantly printing new bills. The materials used in the toonie are recyclable, and the coin's long life means fewer resources are needed in the long run. It's a small step toward a more sustainable economy, and it shows how even our money can reflect our values. What about public opinion? When the toonie was first introduced, not everyone was thrilled. People were used to the $2 bill, and carrying coins instead of paper took some getting used to. But over time, the coin won over the public with its practicality, durability, and charm. Today, it's hard to imagine Canada without it. And then there's the symbolism. The toonie is more than a coin. It represents innovation, adaptation, and national pride. From its design and materials to its role in everyday life, the toonie tells a story of a country that's proud of its heritage but always looking forward. It's a perfect metaphor for Canada itself, diverse, resilient, and uniquely charming. There's even a bit of mystery and legend tied to the toonie. Stories of magnetic core issues, misprints, rare design errors, all fuel the fascination. Some Canadians even carry lucky toonies, and there are tales of special edition coins being handed down as keepsakes or used as tokens of good luck. So the next time you hold a toonie in your hand, take a second to appreciate it. It's not just a coin, it's a piece of art, a slice of history, and a symbol of a nation's journey. It might seem small, but its story is anything but. Stay tuned for the second half, where we'll go even deeper into the rarest toonies ever made, hidden secrets behind their designs, jaw-dropping values collectors have paid, and how this humble coin became a global conversation starter. Now we are exploring the deeper layers of what makes the Canadian toonie truly fascinating, not just as a piece of currency, but as a cultural artifact, a collector's gem, and a national symbol. As we dive into the second half of this journey, prepare to uncover some of the most exciting stories, rare editions, and jaw-dropping values associated with this iconic $2 coin. To begin, let's talk about some of the rarest toonies ever minted. While most of the coins in circulation are fairly standard, a select few become incredibly valuable due to minting errors, limited production runs, or commemorative releases. For example, the 1996 toonie with a bear paw print error, a result of die damage during minting, is considered a prize find among collectors. Coins like these, though difficult to come across, are worth far more than their face value, with some being sold for hundreds of dollars depending on their condition. Then there's the 2000 Millennium Series Toonie, a collector's edition that stands out because of its thematic celebration of the new millennium. Although not extremely rare, finding one in mint condition is still exciting for enthusiasts. Similarly, the 2017 Canada 150 glow-in-the-dark Toonie took the world by storm. It was the first ever circulating coin that glowed in the dark, featuring a bioluminescent effect on the northern lights depicted in the background. This innovative feature turned the coin into an overnight sensation, with collectors and casual users alike scrambling to get their hands on one. As we continue exploring the toonie's influence, we must consider how the Royal Canadian Mint uses this coin as a storytelling medium. Each commemorative release tells a piece of Canadian history or highlights a cultural achievement. Take, for instance, the 2015 Battle of the Atlantic Toonie, which honored Canada's role in a pivotal World War II conflict.